Hey everybody, happy Friday. So, one of my clients said something really brilliant at the end of our call yesterday, and I knew immediately it would be something that I would share in the hopes that it would support somebody else. So, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the past week lately, like up in the universe, retrogrades, blood moons, eclipses, all kinds of things. And normally I don't try to get too involved with that just because I don't want to give that kind of stuff any more power than I need to. I try to always remember that I'm the creator and I'd rather create outside of any of the circumstances. But it's just one of those weeks where the energy for transformation is rich and ripe. I'm hearing more than ever about people quitting jobs, starting businesses, ending relationships, starting relationships, coming out of the closet, having major breakthroughs, processing family stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff. And, one of my jobs as a coach is to support my clients in making choices. And we have such a hard time with making choices. We get into our head and we think there's a right choice, there's a wrong choice, there's a good choice, there's a bad choice. None of that's actually true. There's just a choice. And the choice is going to lead you somewhere, and the other choice is going to lead you somewhere else. So this particular client was facing being headhunted. And she had been in a company making good money, a leader, and she had been headhunted to another place where she thought her leadership could grow more. So I was on vacation, and we had a week without a call. And I get back to the call, and I'm all prepared for her to tell me what she chose. And she was exhausted. You might know how it feels when you have a big choice and all you do is overanalyze. Well, if I choose this, if I choose that. We get ourselves into an overanalysis paralysis, and ultimately we don't choose or we prolong it. So, one thing she was saying was there's going to be a risk either way. And yes, there is going to be a risk either way. And so the homework that I had given her when she still wasn't willing to choose in that moment, so this might be a good practice for any of you that need it. I told her, we ended up having a call the day after because of a reschedule, so it was very divine and perfect. But the first practice was just be willing to make the choice tomorrow. Because if we're not actually willing, we're not going to be able to do it. So it starts with being willing and just practicing the being of willingness. And then we pulled out just a really old school kind of pros and cons list. She told me there was a risk to either choice. And when we're in our head, it feels like so much more. It's kind of like shoes in a dryer. Oh, there's just 2 shoes in here. There's not 50 shoes in here. So it was just to take each choice and write the risks of each. And the big thing that I really wanted to share, which I thought was really profound at the end of the call, I always ask my clients, what was the value that you received from the session? It helps me ensure that I met their request, that I'm doing my job, etc. And so when I said, what was the value in this conversation for you? She said, the value that I really got was this understanding that when I delay my decision, there's absolutely no value. It's just a way to avoid. I'm not figuring out anything profound. There's no new information. She said, I literally just spent a week exhausting myself with the same thing. So this is why it's so important when we can get the information we need, ensure that we're in an elevated space outside of our own head, get supported, talk out loud. I am the crazy person who walks through my neighborhood talking out loud all the time because I can think better. But usually when we go off to think really hard about the choice, nothing new is happening. We're just wearing ourselves out. And I like to call that leaking energy. And when you leak energy, you actually start to feel like you have less time in your life because you spend all your time over here. So another really great practice, if you are enjoying this sort of thing, is what we came to today when we talked. She made her choice, but she still wasn't empowered. She was second guessing it. What if I didn't make the right one? Da, 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 da. And so what I had to reflect to her was, you made the choice. The conversation is over. The only thing to do from here on out is empower the choice. And if that means you re-choose that choice every 30 seconds, then you re-choose the choice every 30 seconds. So I wanted to share that with you all because I learned so much by being in these conversations with my clients. And, I've had multiple clients in the same space this week. And whenever that happens, I'm like, okay, something's going on with the collective. So choose your choice, get the facts, choose it as quickly as you can from an empowered place so you're not leaking energy. There's no value in delaying it. It's just a way that you're avoiding, and avoiding is leaking away your power. And re-choose that choice every 30 seconds if you have to. Post-it notes all over the house are great. If anyone has anything that supports them, please share. I'm always looking for ideas for me and for all of the amazing people that I'm working with. Have a great Friday and much love to all of you. Bye.